All on the SEC Network. It's a battle of Bulldogs tonight in Athens as the Citadel takes on Georgia. And a good evening from the Stegman Coliseum, along with our analyst, one of the great names in the history of Georgia basketball, Mark Sloniker. I'm Jeff Dantzler. Should have a great game tonight and two terrific freshmen for Georgia to keep an eye on.
We're talking about a dynamic duo coming out of the first game. Edwards can do it all, go to the hole, mid-range game, hit the three, and the human igniter. Wheeler coming off the bench and just changing the whole complexion of the game, penetrating to the hole, getting assists, getting it done. Boy, what a two to watch tonight. This will be a fast-paced game. Stegman Coliseum.
Slide that little spin move just like you for Coach Hugh Durham back in the late 70s.
I wish, but Wheeler is special.
Now, your first year on the bench at Georgia, Dominique Wilkins and Terry Fair combined to score 26 and 18. And how about these two? They go for 24 and 19 in their first game.
Great to be a part of both of those moments. Great to see. Of course, Wilkins and Fair, two of the greatest players Georgia's ever had. These two guys really showed us in the first game how special they can be.
One of the great things, too, from the Georgia standpoint, there were over 8,500 fans here. You could feel the energy around the program.
Coach Green has done an amazing job of marketing and promoting the program, recruiting great players. So much excitement. I've always said there's a lot of Georgia basketball fans in Athens, Georgia, Atlanta, state of Georgia, and they are now coming out to support this team and be a part of it, see the excitement. All
right, let's talk about the Citadel. These guys love to run and gun. Duggar Balcom, a coach you're very familiar with.
Coached against him many years ago, and he was at VMI, but he started, as he became a head coach at Tusculum, went to the Loyal Marymount style of play. They want to shoot about 55% of their shots need to be from the three-point line. So they'll run, they'll push. It will be wild, though. They won't be out of control. They want all their sets, everything they run, to end in a three-point attempt.
A little bit of a combination of Princeton and Loyola Marymount there. Should be a lot of fun to watch. And we talk about those freshmen. There you see Wheeler. He'll start the game on the bench. Dominique and Fair, Edwards and Wheeler. Hey, that's some great company.
It really is, man. I love those names. Love the moment the other night, seeing those guys be doing so well. First game out.
All right, it'll be Ngumeze for Georgia and Brown for the Citadel. The officials for this one, Joe Lindsay, Hunter Allen, and R.B. Clyburn. And away we go. Georgia in the white, and here comes the freshman phenom, Anthony Edwards. Most highly touted recruit at Georgia since Dominique Wilkins. And Edwards has got it all. Crump is an excellent shooter. Really feel like Edwards will help his game. And Crump right on cue misfires. And here comes Harris back the other way. Tyson Baptiste will run the point for the Citadel. A transfer from Central Connecticut. He started 54 games in his career. They're going to love that experience.
No question. Coach was telling me today he graduated in 3 years up there. It's a grad transfer. Brings some maturity to a young team. They're in transition with their roster. He's a nice player.
Well, in Georgia, we've spotlighted Wheeler. Georgia's also got a grad transfer in number 0. That is Donnell Gresham. So he runs the point. As you see, Hammonds get it ahead to Crump. Hammonds and Crump, the upperclassman for the Bulldogs, as Edwards misses. So Georgia 0 for 2 on trays. And there is Harris bringing it back the other way. Here you see Batiste. How about this freshman, Fletcher Abey, who gets it off to Harris? No good. Edwards with his first rebound. Fletcher Abey, number 5 for the Citadel in blue. He had a terrific opener with 17 points, was 5 of 6 on 3 balls. Now Georgia's 0 for 3 on threes, and Ngumeze stick back won't go. Both teams cold shooting, just over a minute in. Citadel out of the Southern Conference, and now Georgia coming back the other way. Some defense creating offense as Tyree Crump puts Georgia on the board.
Tyree did a nice job hitting the passing lane. It's some way to get started here. Very little passing. First couple of possessions, it looked good for Georgia.
Both of these teams have played one game. There's Brown for 3. That's no good. Rayshawn Hammonds to the board. Good sign for the Bulldogs. Hammonds didn't shoot it well last time out, but he got double digits in the rebound column as Crump misses, and Abey comes up with a rebound. And you always like it when your scores, if the shot's not falling, they're doing the other things as Harris ties the score.
Yeah, Hammonds definitely does that. And right now, Georgia's just selling for the threes. Citadel will give you the 3. Georgia needs to get an inside touch right here. Hammonds, Andre, they're going to get it ball inside, get a high percentage shot, get going here a little bit. Citadel will mix their defenses, slow you down offensively with some half-court trap, three-quarter court traps, drop back to zone occasionally, drop back to man. other times.
The old 1-2-2 from the Citadel. Just trying to get Georgia off its game as the Dogs go inside for Ngumeze around the iron and through.
Yeah, just to my point right there. Get an inside touch. Get an easy shot. High percentage opportunity.
Batiste. There's Harris driving again. Little up and under. The turn fade won't go. And Ngumeze with his second board. Edwards really looks good in the open floor. What a pass to Hammonds.
Hammonds can run, and I tell you what, we are very good at transition early in the season. The other night we looked great.
Batiste can't answer. And here comes Hammonds back the other way. Edwards is so strong, and that's what scorers do, able to get to the line. And there you see Tom Crean in his 20th season. Hey, these two coaches, you're talking about Tom Crean and Duggar Balcom. These guys are coaches between the two. Slon, 37 years as head coaches in the business.
I love it. Great guys, both of them. Built good, really good programs. They know their stuff. They run their system. They run their style of play.
Caden Rice whistled for that foul as Edwards misses his first free throw. Tom Crean led Indiana to Sweet 16s and Big Ten championships. Took Marquette to the Final Four with Dwayne Wade.
Jeff, in the first 3 minutes of the game, it might be easy to say there may not be any shot clock violations in this one. They are shooting it quick.
Now, our great producer Carter Mills will flash this up later, but one of the rules changes that I love, the international game has done this, as Jackson Gammons is into the lineup for the Citadel, as is Rudy Fitzgibbons III. They both celebrated birthdays yesterday, and Brown will be called for the foul. But I love this, as we're going to take a look real quick at Duggar Balcom. He was in his 5th season at the helm at the Citadel. Did a really good job at VMI before that, and Slon, as you pointed out, a couple of military schools. And they're just parameters there. I mean, literally down to the size of the students that limit what you're able to do.
You're recruiting great kids, great students, and somebody don't want the discipline of the military life. So he has to be very selective, and he's done an outstanding job both places. This Citadel program's only going to get better. He's in his 4th year, but it's going to take a couple of years to build it to get to the top half of the Southern Conference. But I'm confident he's done it before everywhere he's been, and I think he'll do it again.
Well, my dad went to the Air Force Academy, and Joe Scott is a former Air Force coach. As Edwards misses and Ngumeze gets a rebound, it was always hard for them to recruit height. You got to be able to fit inside a cockpit.
Yes, sir.
Here's Gammons on the run. It won't go. Both of these teams a little bit slow shooting. And here's a good story in the lineup. Number 31 for the Citadel, Eddie Davis III. Began his career at Southern Miss, played at Hartford. He got one of those 6th-year grants as Davis will shoot and make. And he is a terrific story, a very good player who could be a big boost for the Citadel on the inside.
Yeah, Coach Balcom's really high on him. Just needs to watch him. He's been injury-prone his whole career.
Here's Crump. Might have gotten away with a double dribble. Hammonds will finish and draw the foul. So Hammonds with his second bucket, and that'll send us into a timeout. As Slon predicted, no shot clock violations yet. It's 9-5 Georgia here on the SEC Network.
Did you start the car?
Uh-huh.
Go.
Lock it, find it, start it from anywhere with Remote Connect.
Your old laptop, a new Chromebook. So why haven't you switched? One boots up as fast as 6 seconds, the other takes forever. One has built-in virus protection, the other should be quarantined.
Georgia with a 9-5 lead over the Citadel, back with Mark Sloniker, great player here at Georgia, longtime assistant, tremendous head coach at Mercer. This basketball in this state is in your blood, Slon, and you predicted no shot clock violations. I don't think we've gotten under 20 yet.
Not
so far.
even close so far, but it's fun. It's a fun way to play, fun way to watch the game. But Georgia's got to be careful of. Citadel, when they're in a man-to-man, will play a pack line defense like Virginia does. They just dare you to shoot threes. So we're not strong there, so we're settling for them right now, which means a lot of fast break opportunities for Citadel off a long rebound. So Georgia's got to be careful to work the ball inside, get some penetration, and break that defense down.
All right, this is the first time these teams have played since John F. Kennedy was the president.
Wow.
Pre-Coliseum, old Woodruff Hall.
Ooh, what a place.
Played 4 times in a 5-year period. So the series tied 2 apiece. And Sly, we were talking about the shot clock. This is a rule I love. I first caught it in the international game. but on a missed field goal, if there's an offensive rebound, instead of resetting the 30, the shot clock resets to 20, which I think is just fantastic for the pace of play, especially late in games.
Great rule. That way you don't have to be on defense so terribly long. Good for the offense. I think it's just a great way to play the game.
And Gomez can't get it to go. And Donnell Gresham lost his shoe, so he's hobbling a bit. Fitzgibbons working it over on the right side. The Citadel has gone deep into the bench. Alex Reed, who started the first game, back to Fitzgibbons for 3. It is good. And the Atlanta native out of Riverwood High School draws the Citadel within 1.
Great shot, great look. Gresham backed off him. He had the space and pulled the trigger on him, which they will do all night. You have to get up into him. You have to get a good closeout against Citadel.
The Citadel, they do what they do. How dangerous is it if you're one of the big boys to get drawn into their game to try and play their game?
I think it's okay. I think it's fun. I think the guys, the Georgia will like, one of the strengths of Georgia is running, fast break, moving the ball down the floor in a hurry. So I think it'll help them. Other teams may not want to play that fast. They're more half-court oriented, and you get caught up in it. So, again, I think the big key is you have to attack Citadel inside, get some inside touches against these guys. Don't settle for threes.
Reed is whistled for the foul, and Edwards will step to the line. You see fast break points, Georgia with a 5-2 edge.
One thing about Edwards, he's so versatile. I mean, that time he comes down the floor, he runs the break, gets out ahead of everybody else, and what does he do? He posts up, gets a back to the basket move, gets fouled. He's going to be at the free throw line a lot this year, but he's so versatile. He can post you up, drive to the hole, mid-range jumpers, a la Jarvis Hayes back in the day, and then knock the 3 down. So he brings so much versatility to the offense.
You mentioned Jarvis Hayes there, one of the great players in Georgia history. I think for Edwards, he's built like a senior. I mean, this guy looks like he could be a college football prospect. The way he's put together with the upper body strength and just the total package here.
It really is.
The excitement he's created for this program has been tremendous.
He's a team guy, unselfish player.
As Higgins feeds the top of the key, and the 3 for Gammons is no good. And here's Edwards on the run, really plays with joy. Great pass to Ngumeze. He'll draw the foul. Edwards gets every bit as excited when his teammates score. And let's take a look at the rip in the outlet here, Slon.
There's going to be a lot of rebound opportunities this game, and when guards go in there and get them, they can ignite the fast break. Coach Green preaches it to the team, encourages the bigs to run the floor. Edwards, again, a guard, gets a rebound, and he's looking ahead, pitch ahead.
So Ngumeze back to the foul line. He's out of Savannah, Georgia. Johnson High School, one of my favorite prep nicknames, the Johnson High Atom Smashers.
Yes, sir.
So the Bulldogs are now 4 out of 6 from the stripe.
His minutes were hard to come by last year, but he's got a great opportunity this season. Coach really needs him. He runs the floor great. He's got good hands, got a nice stroke.
Well, Georgia just does not have a lot of size, as Ngumeze will go to the bench, and Toumani Kamara will check in. He's from Brussels, Belgium, played at Chaminade Prep. Higgins with a beautiful backdoor pass right through the hands of Harris, and that's a turnover for the Citadel.
Well, Coach Balkin, one of the ingredients he has in his offense is you're so worried about the 3, they will back cut you on a dime just to keep you honest. That was a great look at it. They couldn't complete the play. Again, another half-court trap that's trying to slow Georgia down.
Right, that's an element of the Princeton offense along with Loyola that we talked about. As Kamara, contact underneath, will draw the call. And this will go against the Citadel's Harris. So for Kalen Harris, that'll be his first and the team's 4th.
Kamara's a kid that didn't really get much done the other night in the game against Western Carolina, but tonight's with the pace of play, how many possessions each team will have in this game. He runs great, got really good hands. This could be a game that he really kind of breaks out, gains some confidence on the floor as a Division I basketball player.
This is also, and think back to your days of coaching early in the season, both of these teams played a lot of players. The Citadel went 11 deep in their first game. You'll see Georgia go at least 10 deep. You're trying to find combinations now.
Absolutely, trying rotations. You're not a veteran. Neither one's a veteran team here today. They've got to look at different combos, different ingredients, who works well together, who gets things done.
Well, they're the freshmen, but Edwards in too deep. Wheeler with a nice pass. here's Higgins on the run. Another little guy. Great feed to Batiste, but a whistle up top. And this is going to be on Sahvir Wheeler. Well, that'll be his first and Georgia's first. That turned out to be a good foul. That was going to be an easy two there.
Absolutely.
For the Citadel.
Higgins did a nice job. Point guard for Citadel did a great job. He recognized that Edwards had penetrated, missed the layup, and fallen out of baseline. He turned and pushed the ball down the floor. Had a 5-on-4 advantage for Citadel going down. Great job, recognition by Higgins.
Fitzgibbons, the Atlanta native, to Batiste. One of the grad transfers and a turnover for the Citadel. A zig when there should have been a zag. Kalen Harris saying that ball was tipped. Joe Lindsay saying I've heard it all before.
Citadel again was trying to get their new guys, such a big roster overhaul. 19 turnovers the other night against Asheville. They've got to clean that stuff up. That's what this time of year is for. Figuring it out, cleaning it up.
And with the Citadel, so much of what they do, Slon, talk about this, it's about volume, it's about possessions.
That's exactly right. You're going to look at easily 90 possessions, maybe each team in this game. This is really high. Most teams are around 80, 75 to 80. But Coach Green likes this tempo as well. He's pushed it for Georgia, and he's trying to get them to play a fast pace.
Fun game for the fans for sure. Crump from way deep, no good. And there you see Davis, sixth-year senior. He's going to have a hard time getting up and down the floor, but gives the Citadel some muscle they really need. Batiste running the point, had 6 assists in the opener on Saturday against Asheville. Here's Wheeler against A.B. Could with a left hand for the little guy.
Well, Wheeler had a mismatch out there. He had to guard Davis, but he picked him off. Had great instincts on defense, great finishing going the other way.
And the thing, too, for a player like Wheeler, when Georgia gets into SEC play and you run into some bigger guards, like what could drive you nuts? He can get up under your dribble.
No question about it. He did it right there. Great example of it.
And there you see Kamara's length affected Brown. So Brown will go to the line. Let's take a look at Wheeler here, Coach.
Yeah, Davis thought he had a mismatch. He was trailing the fast break. Thought he could take him to the hole, but Wheeler said, that ain't happening. Got down low, picked him off. Great finish.
Well, I really do like Wheeler. In a term in your coaching days I would always hear you use is a point guard who can probe, who can get inside that defense. And especially now, with so many teams playing a 4-out, that becomes even more important.
More space, get to the hole, break down. The other night against Western Carolina, he just changed the complexion of the game when he started breaking down Western Carolina's defense, getting penetration, getting fouls drawn for the team, getting Georgia into the bonus quicker than normal. Those things all kind of add up as the flow of the game goes on.
Wheeler, as a high school senior at Houston Christian, averaged 19 points, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds. And Georgia fans hoping for a reincarnation of sorts of J.J. Frazier,
right,
who is a fan favorite here.
He would rebound as well.
Oh, yeah. Kamara can't finish, and a whistle. Citadel starting to carry a foul load here.
That's, finally Georgia, with so many times possessions early in the game, one pass, shoot a three. Now they're sitting, last couple of possessions, settle down. Wheeler's got to get into the flow of the offense, trying to work the ball inside, get multiple touches in the offensive scheme. And again, it results in a good situation getting to the free throw line.
As Kamara misfires on the foul shot, that's an area it's going to be, hot take here, vital for Georgia to be good at the line this season.
Georgia's margin of error will be slim as they get, especially the SEC players are playing more Power 5 schools. So free throw percentage will be a large part of their success.
And Kamara hits the second. When Georgia, talking about SEC play out of the gates, it's as tough as it gets as Batiste drives. Beautiful pass and the finish from Brady Spence out of Douglasville, Georgia. Well, there are so many players in this state.
Always. But Batiste did a great job. Defensively, you can't allow a zone press to be beaten by the dribble. Batiste just blew through the zone press. Still a nice pass.
Wheeler to Gresham, good look, but it wouldn't go. Bulldogs, there you see number 3, Christian Brown, and he's another good-looking young freshman out of Hopkins, South Carolina, and Oak Hill High School. He got a chance to be a really good one. 10 to shoot here for Georgia. Wheeler in deep again. Gresham will try from the wing this time and knock it down.
Good bounce back from an air ball, come right back and answer. Wheeler again, his deep penetration set up an easy 3 for Gresham.
Gresham shot over 40% on three-point field goals during his career at Northeastern. For the answer, hello, Caden Rice.
Here we go, down the floor.
Love it. Brown back for Georgia. Yes, off the window. All right, Shalon, I think that was about 14 seconds. We just saw 8 points scored.
That's the way it's going to be all night, I believe.
I love it.
Yes, sir.
And here's Georgia with some pressure. As Brown comes into forecourt. Rice will draw the personal. And that'll take us into a timeout. It is up and down. Fun game here tonight in Athens as Georgia leads the Citadel by 6 on the SEC Network.
Did you start the car?
Uh-huh.
Go, 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 go.
Lock it, find it, start it. From anywhere with Remote Connect.
Let me get one Chicago style. Poppy seed buns, yellow mustard, extra heart, extra hustle. Make it a combo. Jordan Pippen 6 rings, which inspired a bunch of ring chasers. Make it hard-nosed, defensive-minded, never sugar-coated. Now add some homegrown ingredients and a side of purpose. Chopped white onions. No such thing as a snow day. No such thing as fair weather fans either.
Order up!
Add some extra inspiration for the next generation. Extra tough. Substitute can't with could. Now add a little hometown flavor. Raw, grit, smash mouth, with a side of hit you in the mouth. Hold the talking, substitute it with actions. Add some hard work, then make it a double. Hold the disrespect, substitute the bad headlines for the good ones. Add a dash of swagger. South side, north side, west side. We come at you from all sides. Don't forget, we'll run you over like a Mack truck. Hold the excuses, and obviously, hold the ketchup. Chicago style.
Georgia with a 6-point lead over the Citadel. Welcome back to Athens along with our analyst Mark Sloniker. I'm Jeff Dantzler. And Slon, the Citadel knocking down some trays. Love to watch these guys play.
I really do. Again, if you don't have your hand up defensively, you got it by your side. They have the green light. They're going to put it up. You can see in those clips right here that if you don't have your hand up early on these guys, it is going up. They've found the bottom of the net 3 times already.
Well, military schools, as we take a look at the Citadel here and what they've been able to do. 85.9 PPG, leading the country. These guys have made more threes by over 100 than the second most, Marshall, in the last 4 years. A school like the Citadel, the military school, it's just like in football with Navy and Air Force and Army running that wishbone. You got to have a niche, and there you see the niche for the Citadel.
Absolutely. You play a style of play. This is going to be the Loyal Marymount type style. And coach and the staff for Citadel can go out and recruit to that. It's exciting. If you're a player and you want to shoot the basketball, you're a good shooter, you can go out and find those guys, put them into the system. They can have a lot of fun and a great college experience.
Well, both of these teams have gone deep into the bench. I'm going to do some quick arithmetic here. Oh my gosh, I think we're 20 deep between the two schools already. Batiste working it over to Brown. Brown with the dribble drive, little bit of contact. Here's Ty Fagan on the run, behind the back, and no good. Pretty good perimeter defense there from Rice to slow him down. And Batiste back the other way to Brown, up strong, and Kamara with a rejection.
Great weak side help there from Kamara. You know, I think one of the Georgia's concerns this year is rim protectors, interior defense. Got to have those guys that come in from the wing and protect that rim when you can.
And that's a good job by the officials. At first glance, I thought that might have been a goaltending, but he got it on the way up.
He really timed it great. Again, good anticipation. And Georgia needs that this season.
So Batiste handling the point against Gresham. A couple of grad transfers there. That's really been a game changer. Aby wearing number 5. Georgia keeping an eye on him. Batiste with the penetration in the pitch, and Fitzgibbons, the Atlanta native, with his second tray, and here comes the Citadel.
They only got 15 threes up the other night against Ashwood. They're going to get a lot more up today.
They are what we call on pace. I think in that spot, Brown was just so open, he was surprised and didn't know what to do.
Should have taken it himself right there and dunked it.
Here's Rice for the tie, no good, and that's going to be a push on Fitzgibbons. We mentioned this earlier as Fitzgibbons, we'll see him knock down the 3. So many players from the Peach State. It's not just the elite prospects that you see at the powerhouse schools like Kentucky or North Carolina. It's schools like the Citadel that get that second-tier player. But man, you know they're playing with a chip on their shoulder.
They really are. They get a chance to play the big dogs. They want to take advantage of it and show something.
Well, Brown made the cardinal mistake there of putting the ball on the floor
Yep.
after the rebound.
He's so athletic. Out there, got a nice rebound. Felt like he had to put it on the floor. If he just pump faked with it, held it chest high, been okay.
9 freshmen on this Georgia roster as Batiste drives. Aby, the turn fade, going to leave this one short. Gresham with the rebound. I think Gresham's experience and tenacity as that's tipped out of bounds is really going to show when we get into conference play. This is a guy who has started, who has played in a ton of big games.
Yeah, what he's done right now, what he will do is when the games are close. Last year we struggled in close games down the last 5 minutes of the game. Wheeler, we don't know yet what he'll do in a late game tight situation, but we know Gresham can get things done, make the right decisions, and run the team.
And there's Crump. Oh, that's a great block shot underneath. The length from Caden Rice as Batiste drives through traffic. Little floater good with the left hand. Really like Batiste.
Too much penetration given out there by Georgia, but great finish by Batiste. Read the situation well. Got Hammonds off his feet. Finished it.
They try and trap Hammonds in the corner. Crump finding Fagan. The defense by Brown charging up the baseline. Hammonds with the back to the basket. The lefty misfires. Great screen out there by Aby. And Batiste has it stripped away. Loose ball to little Xavier Wheeler. Georgia with numbers. Wheeler to Hammonds. Yes with the window.
Great job by Wheeler. Got the steal, got the deflection down here, converted it. 2 points. Citadel had a 5-on-4 advantage, but couldn't take care of it. Wheeler, again, with a deflection, and then ignited that fast break.
Citadel had a chance to take the lead there. Batiste with the probe. Rice for the 3, no good, and Hammonds going to the boards. That's 3 rebounds. He had 11 in the opener. Wheeler to Crump. Splash down. Crump with his first tray of the night. He had 15 against Western Carolina. Slon, is there a chance that Crump could benefit as much as any player for Georgia this season with the addition of Anthony Edwards?
Absolutely. Crump's has been a career guy around 30, 31% 3. Streaky. He needs to be a guy that's around 40%. Great shot. Great feed. Wheeler's just breaking down the defenses, getting these assists, doing a nice job. But again, Crump's the kind of guy that's got to shoot about 40%, especially in SEC play, to be considered a really good shooter. Been inconsistent in his past. But again, Edwards, the attention he's going to draw defensively, and Wheeler's penetration ability are going to give Crump many more open looks as the year progresses.
Batiste Brown for the 3. Well, Slon, the Citadel's one of those teams too. You might feel like, wow, you're up 8 or 10 on them, and you rest easy for just a moment. Then with their 3-point shooting and the pace of play, a minute later they might be in front.
They're really right back in, boy. They bang those threes.
That's a blocking foul. That was one that the Citadel bench disagreed with as Georgia leads it by 5. Up and down the floor we go. Great night here on the SEC Network.
Your old laptop, a new Chromebook. So why haven't you switched? One boots up as fast as 6 seconds, the other takes forever. One has built-in virus protection, the other should be quarantined.
Georgia with a 28-23 lead over the Citadel, and how about the play of the young freshman, Xavier Wheeler?
Georgia came out early in the game, 1 pass and putting up threes, but since Wheeler has come in, 5 assists. You can see his penetration, drawing 2 to 3 defenders to him, sets up other guys for easy shots. Hammonds with a nice bank, crumbles an easy 3. But Wheeler, man, he is really the difference. He ignites this offense.
He is an igniter. He can probe, he can penetrate, he can pitch, and hey, from Georgia's standpoint, you love, he's gotten an assist in transition. He's gotten one driving and kicking, and he's gotten one throwing it in down low. Had 3 assists in the season opener, and the 5 already tonight.
He is going to quickly move up the assist ranks in Georgia basketball history, that ain't a doubt.
As Ty Fagan steps to the line for Georgia. This has been a lot of fun. Taking me back to when we were talking earlier this week, and you said you're going to love the Citadel. They play that Loyola Marymount style. Oh, my gosh.
Yes, sir.
Glory days of the 1980s.
Jeff, you look down and make a mark on your pad there. They're somebody shot.
You got to be careful.
That's right. But Ty Fagan is really a great role player for Georgia. Does so many things so well. Winner, and again, he's just going to make major contributions to the Georgia team this year. He is just got all of it. Unselfish kid, plays defense. I think he's a really important part of this team as they develop their rotations.
Fagan as, that is a nifty reverse layup there from Fletcher Abey, who had 17 in the opener. Here's the first point. Now, Ty Fagan is from Logtown, Georgia, with a powerhouse prep program, Upson Lee High School.
Didn't lose a game for 2 or 3 years, correct? High school.
And Gameze from 18.
He's got a pretty stroke, beautiful shot. Again, they're not going to guard him. He's going to take that opportunity to shoot it.
Here's Fitzgibbons. Boy, Wheeler. Just the harassment on the defensive end and an easy basket. You eat your vegetables, you get your candy.
Yes, sir. But he's got his hands low. He's active. Fitzgibbons got to really protect that basketball. Wheeler guarding him.
All right, let's talk Wheeler in the scouting reports when you get into it. It's like, yeah, he's little, but this guy gives you headaches on both ends.
Maybe just his third shot there. He had those little runner he missed. Got the backdoor layup for 2. Really his first 3. Georgia's put a big emphasis trying to not let him have any looks tonight.
And Gameze against Davis, no good. And big rebound there by Kalen Harris, who was third team all-conference back in 2017, and he finishes on the other end. Harris with his second bucket.
Again, easy transition. That one will not play well in the film room with Coach Green tomorrow. That one, he's too easy. But Harris is a good player. Coach Balkman felt like his veterans didn't really give him much against Asheville. He expected a lot more out of them tonight.
Both of these teams with a lot of freshmen, as Gameze is fouled on the play. This will be on Davis. Let's take a look back at Wheeler creating.
Don't cross over in front of Samir Wheeler. Hey, boy, he'll make you pay, but what a beautiful defense. I was really impressed. I've watched practices, and now this is my second game watching them play. And he and Edwards, for freshmen, have such great instincts on defense. They know where to anticipate, know where things are going to happen. That's just some from playing. Some players have it, some don't. But those two kids have just tremendous instincts defensively.
Well, son, I think you hit on it earlier. Both of these guys tremendously unselfish.
That's exactly right. They're winners, team-oriented guys, care about their teammates.
And Gameze with 9 points, the leading scorer, the sophomore from Savannah. Georgia really getting to the line. Citadel is 2 out of 2. Georgia's now 8 out of 13.
It's really changed as Wheeler's come in. They really got more inside touches, more penetration.
And Georgia trying to get long on the perimeter here. Strong move by Harris, and he gets the blocking foul. This will go against another of the Georgia freshmen, number 24, Rodney Howard, 6'11", out of Ypsilanti, Michigan.
He played the same high school as Nick Claxton last year, so he got that connection there to the Claxton family. But Harris, he definitely heeded Coach Balkman's words. He's got the message the other day. Need to step up. He's been very aggressive tonight offensively. He's looking at a big game here if he keeps up this style of play right now.
You're exactly right. Career 7.6 points per game. He's got 5. And he certainly has the potential to be one of those great senior players. Harris connects on both. When that Southern Conference, basically just a scaled down version of the SEC. Really any league, when you get into conference play, it is such a grind.
Well, the top 4 teams in the SoCon last year all had 25 wins or more. One team had 30 wins. That's how strong that league was last year.
Terrific mid-major league. Batiste spins in against Edwards. Batiste, a transfer from Central Connecticut. There's Harris again going up strong. 18 to shoot. And the Citadel, they are hanging around. Just a 6-point game.
The last couple of possessions is so indicative of Citadel basketball. You're so worried defensively about their 3-point shooting. Now you're susceptible to being driven. Harris recognized that. He's picked up on it. He's taking that ball to the hole.
Here's Harris.
Good closeout by Edwards.
Batiste draws the double. Brown can't finish. And there you see that shot clock down to 20. Love that.
Great rule.
The reset. Batiste Rice against Edwards. Good matchup there. Shot clock now at 5. Let's see if Brown puts it up. Oh, Brown with a seam, but he misses. Oh, he split the defenders, but couldn't finish.
Beautiful drive.
Crump from long distance, no good. Fight for the loose ball, and that is won by number 23, Kalen Harris. Slon, you've been talking him up. He's playing big. As Rice misses, there's Fitzgibbons with a rebound. Nice little drive. It's out of control. Let's see, that's going to be a blocking foul, just depending on which way that call was going to go. And Crump will be whistled for his first foul. And Slana, we're both dinosaurs, so I know for young people, when I say, well, the game changed with the 3 line, well, my goodness, that was in 1986, 1987. But what you're seeing was so much more space on the floor. The rebounding, the old days of Moses Malone and Kareem and Akeem, just now rebounding on the perimeter is every bit as big.
The guards really so much more active on rebounding than the old days. Again, the 3-point line has really spaced the floor. Most teams recruiting out to a 4th guy that can shoot it from the perimeter. Almost 5 guys need to shoot from the perimeter.
I think, unless you've really got a beast on the post, if you don't have at least 3, and I really think 4 guys who are capable of shooting the basketball, you're digging yourself a hole.
You really are. It seems like Villanova here recently, they've won a couple chances, been to Final Fours. They just show you that you got all these guys that can shoot the basketball, maybe undersized, not your typical looking team of 6'10", 6'8". Just a different looking group that all can shoot the basketball. It just changes the dynamics of the game.
Great shooting cures a lot of ills.
It really does. We had a segment probably about 15 years ago where everybody wanted to dunk the basketball. Now people want to shoot the 3.
Here's Kamara in deep. Nice reverse layup. He's got long arms.
He's got a good game. And this is the kind of game we talked about earlier. He can really build his confidence and have success.
Quick trigger 3, that is left short. Rice with the offensive rebound. Under 4 to play in the first half. And here's Georgia in transition with the Ant-Man. Good night.
And great job anticipating the passing lane right there, where the ball might go. Edwards just broke through that passing lane, got himself an easy dunk.
And Edwards missed his first 5 field goal attempts, but that was as high percentage as they come. We're heading into a timeout. Home stretch of the first half as Anthony Edwards, the Ant-Man, on the run. It's the Dogs by 9 on the SEC Network.
Slow laptop? Shh. How about one that boots up fast? It's switching time. How's that for fast? Switch to booting up as fast as 6 seconds. Switch to Chromebook.
Let me get one Chicago style. Poppy seed bun, yellow mustard, extra heart, extra hustle. Make it a combo. Jordan Pippen 6 rings, which inspired a bunch of ring chasers. Make it hard-nosed, defensive-minded, never sugar-coated. Now add some homegrown ingredients and a side of purpose. Chopped white onions. No such thing as a snow day. No such thing as fair weather fans either. Order up. Add some extra inspiration for the next generation. Extra tough. Substitute can't with could. Now add a little hometown flavor. Raw, grit, smash mouth, with a side of hit you in the mouth. Hold the talking, substitute it with actions. Add some hard work, then make it a double. Hold the disrespect, substitute the bad headlines for the good ones. Add a dash of swagger. South side, north side, west side. We come at you from all sides. Don't forget, we'll run you over like a big truck. Hold the excuses, and obviously, hold the ketchup. Chicago style.
Georgia by 9. Jeff Dantzler, Mark Sloniker back with you on a chilly night in Athens, but things heating up inside the Stegman Coliseum. Fast-paced game, but 10 turnovers from the Citadel, and Georgia cashing in.
They really have. Georgia's paid man to pay the price, busted through some passing lanes. Got a couple steals off the dribble. Wheeler right here converting off it. Very active defensively.
Here's a nice little spinaroo move there from Rayshawn Hammonds to Wheeler. Here's what all the fans want to see, Slon.
Yes, sir. Again, the instincts of both he and Wheeler are very strong right now, and Georgia has to do this because they're not going to be a strong, big physical team with a lot of strong defensive rebounding. Got to create steals. They're very good in fast break offense. They got to get down the floor. Steals help create that. Defensive rebound help create that.
Another of the highly talented freshman in for the Bulldogs, Jaquan Walton, at 6'7". There's Davis in deep. Gammons for three. Good. Boy, the Citadel needed that as the Dogs had pushed the lead out to 9. This cuts it to 6.
Again, if they get a stop here, bang another three, and they're right back in. It quickly changes when you're playing Citadel.
Georgia trying to answer. No good from Walton, and here's Rice.
Walton a little eager there. Didn't get any minutes the other night. He was in the game not even 20 seconds, and his first shot he takes is a contested three.
Every player's always open. Never forget this.
Yes, sir. Walton had a good week of practice. I talked to the coaching staff at Georgia about why he didn't play the other night, so he just wasn't ready. But he had a good week of practice where he responded to coaching, and he wants to play. They want to get him some minutes tonight.
Great pass there from Batiste, and Brown able to finish. 5 straight scored by the Citadel.
Again, when you're so worried about the three-point shot, you are so susceptible to dribble drives, and Georgia's been getting beat off the dribble. They got to man up and take the one-on-one responsibility better.
Great pass there from Edwards to find Walton for the trade.
Walton, no hesitation. He's been on offense in his college career now for about 20 seconds. He's got 2 shots up already, but banged that three in.
He is the 10th different Bulldog to score tonight.
That's awesome.
Georgia by 7. Here's Davis for his second three. That's no good. Crump back the other way. Edwards from deep. Good. Ant-Man feeling it. Now Georgia has its biggest lead of the night.
It makes it look so effortless. Well, he's out there. He's in range. So smooth.
105 seconds to play in this first half. Batiste, oh, that is a big screen there from Davis. Brown open for three. Good. Boy, the Citadel needed that one. And now Brown into double digits with 10 points.
Another dribble drive. Sucked down the Georgia defense and set up the open three.
Here's Crump for three. No good. Davis, a run out for Rice. Crump trying to catch up. Playing a little free safety there. Nice deflection. Let's take a look at the Edwards three.
Yeah, Citadel needs to get out there and challenge him deep. Make him put it on the floor. Man, try to go to the hole. You put your hands down against him and give him space. He is going to nail it.
Brown able to answer right back. Terrific assist from Batiste.
One thing Georgia will have to clean up defensively is that too much dribble penetration. The Citadel setting up those threes.
Batiste with 6 more assists. He had 6 in the opener. Georgia with the ball up 7. There's Wheeler. Boy, in quick there. Great pass, but an offensive foul.
Got in the air again. Great dribble penetration. Thinking assist all the way. Sucked over the other defensive player and ran him right over.
That is Wheeler's second. That's a terrific job by AB, freshman on freshman.
Yeah, especially, you're out here. You led the team in scoring the other night. And I don't have a single, they have 2 points, I think, so far in that backdoor cut. But man, gets over there and draws a charge.
With the Citadel system, though, they've got so many different looks they go with, different combinations here. Could it be a different star for them every night this season?
It could be. They literally have a pretty balanced team. The guys, well, I'm impressed with. So many of them have such great form shooting. Look at that.
Oh, boy. Speaking of not looking good in the film room, Harris with a dunk and prepare for a Vesuvius-like eruption on the Georgia bench.
No doubt about it. But like you said, it's all the substitutions. You lose track of who you have. Your guy might have just been subbed out. Don't know who you're guarding. And again, a miscommunication there by Georgia.
Oh, my goodness. Coach Tom Crean not happy with that one. You talk about the seas parting.
Great job. Again, great hustle on the offensive glass by Citadel. Good read. Harris having a big night so far. He's really stepped up as a veteran player for Citadel.
So the Citadel down by 10. They've scored 5 straight. They were down by 9 and scored 5 in a row. We'll take a look at the numbers here. As the Bulldogs lead at 45-40. Look at all the shots going up. And the Citadel, there you see, 7 out of 18. That's right at it, if not a little bit above where they'd like to be tonight.
And they're 18 of the. They're 33 shots taken, 18 of them, so they're over 50% where they want to be. And Georgia wants to be up 40%.
And what'd you say? Did he want 55-60 from 3?
50 to 55% of your total shots be from 3. And they're usually in that range. They're about 53% now. Georgia likes to be about 40% of their shots taken be from that range. But Georgia has a chance to get inside touch Change of defense again by Citadel. 1-3-1. The freshman hasn't seen this yet.
And one of the great things about changing defense, takes a little time to get the recognition.
That's it.
Hammonds backs in against a double. That's a veteran move there. Harris says, I went straight up.
Wheeler did a nice job recognizing that, hey, there's a new look. They know in the scouting report, Citadel's going to change defenses quite a bit. Out of a timeout, Coach Balkin puts them in a 1-3-1. Again, get the ball inside, get that inside touch. Citadel doesn't have a physical body like Hammonds. He needs to go to work down there.
Hammonds now with 7 points. He is 1 out of 2 from the foul line. Rayshawn Hammonds out of Norcross High School, phenomenally successful prep program.
Coached by one of my former players, Jesse McMillan, Mercer grad. Good young man, does a great job with that program. Always have players, always in contention for the state championship.
Well, you did such a great job at Mercer, and I was really enjoying just being on a fly on the wall, listening to you and Coach Balcom talk about some of the classics that you guys played against each other when he was at VMI.
Yeah, the first year we beat them 105, 103 at VMI. They came back to Macon the next year, beat us 102-99.
That's my kind of basketball.
It was awesome.
Right there. I love it. All right, 25 and 20 on the clocks. So the Citadel can't technically play for the last shot, but they're going to try and work it down. It's Georgia by 6. Batiste with 6 assists. Fitzgibbons has it stripped away. Edwards with plenty of time. What a crossover and the right-handed finish.
What a great job by Edwards. The double screen was coming his way, anticipated it, and picked off the pass.
And they're going to say, I believe, that Fitzgibbons stepped over,
That's
so
right.
Georgia's going to get the ball back. Boy, a mistake there by the Citadel. Boy, and what a turn, as the Citadel had it down 6. Oh, my goodness, what a move.
Yeah, such a great feel for the game, and defensively right there. Again, he was double screening. 2 guys were coming to pick him. He got around it, and he backslapped the dribbler, ignited the fast break. Great job.
So 2.1 to go, and Georgia will inbounds with Hammonds.
Look for a lob to the rim, possibly.
Going to go out deep to Edwards from 25 feet, no good. That was a terrific first half. Georgia able to finish with a flourish, but the Citadel, outstanding three-point shooting. They're beyond hanging around. They're within single digits.
Keelan Harris done a great job keeping him in the game, great penetration. We're looking at a great second half here, Jeff. Well, I think somebody's going to break 100 tonight. We're going to see who gets there first.
48-40. Georgia leading the Citadel. It's the SEC and the SoCon. Great night of basketball right here on the SEC Network.
Your old laptop, a new Chromebook. So why haven't you switched? One boots up as fast as 6 seconds, the other takes forever. One has built-in virus protection, the other should be quarantined.
Let me hear one Chicago style. Poppy seed buns, yellow mustard, extra heart, extra hustle. Make it a combo. Jordan Pippen, 6 rings, which inspired a bunch of ring chasers. Make it hard-nosed, defensive-minded, never sugar-coated. Now add some homegrown ingredients and a side of purpose. Chopped white onions. No such thing as a snow day. No such thing as fair weather fans either.
Order up!
Add some extra inspiration for the next generation. Extra tough. Substitute can't with could. Now add a little hometown flavor. Raw, grit, smash mouth, with a side of hit you in the mouth. Hold the talking, substitute it with actions. Add some hard work, then make it a double. Hold the disrespect, substitute the bad headlines for the good ones. Add a dash of swagger. South side, north side, west side, we come at you from all sides. Don't forget, we'll run you over like a big truck. Hold the excuses, and obviously, hold the ketchup. Chicago style.
A chilly night here in Athens. Welcome back as we go around the SEC along with one of the great names in Georgia basketball history, Mark Sloniker. I'm Jeff Dantzler, and Slon, as you take a look at the preseason poll, there's power at the top and a lot of depth.
They really are. Kentucky, LSU, Florida really kind of stand out. A lot of teams in the middle of that pack. Interesting to see how they do in non-conference play, how they come along. Dogs picked 9th. Have a chance to make a move, though, in the league up the standings.
All right, a few years ago, the SEC was in a bit of a down cycle. No more, and it starts with some big-time coaches here in the SEC.
We do. We've got Final Four coaches, national championship coaches. What you've seen, Jeff, as they brought in the quality of players, really upgraded all these programs. I've had NBA scouts that have been here to watch practice telling me there are more NBA prospects in the SEC this year than there are in the ACC.
I love it. The SEC laying claim to the toughest league in the land. Let's take a look now at one of Georgia's ace golfers, Trent Phillips.
Hey everyone, here with Trent Phillips. Trent, you placed first in the Kaanapali Classic. You've placed second once, third 4 times. So how awesome was it to get that first win under your belt?
Pretty special. You know, last year I was struggling to close out tournaments. This tournament I tried to relax myself and just be aggressive. When you're young like me, you don't really fear much. So just be aggressive and attack the flag. With the course being very gettable, if I had to be aggressive, obviously it took 20 under par to win, which is very low for 3 rounds.
Speaking of 20 under par, not only was this your first collegiate victory, but he also set a school record behind Chris Kirks, who in 2007 shot 18 under par. What was different about this level of play than in tournaments in the past?
You know, I got off to a good start with 6 under the first day, and I felt good all week. You know, I felt like it was my time, and I just kept pushing and kept pushing. And the second day came at 64, and it was like, well, one more of these, and I should have it. Then the next day, I don't know if you guys saw, but Quade Cummins plays at OU. He birdied his first 7 holes.
That's incredible.
So I was like, I saw that, and I was like, there's nowhere to go from here now. There's nothing to lose. He's hot, and I got to catch him. So I kind of just played carefree, and it worked.
It worked out for you. It was an incredible performance, and it came down to the wire. You had to birdie on your last putt. So walk us through that last time on the green. What was your mindset? How did you step up and perform in time of need?
So the playoff was 7 holes, and we played 18, and then we went to 17, which is a par 3, and then we came back to 18 and went 1, 2, 16, and then we're back at 17. So I'd already hit this shot to 10 feet before, and I missed it the previous time on the second playoff hole.
Wow.
So I hit it in almost the exact same spot, maybe 2 feet further.
Chance to redeem.
Like, chance to redeem. He's in the back left bunker, and I'm like, come on, like this is your chance. These are running out. They're eventually going to run out of chances. So same read, same everything. Stepped up, knew the line, just putted with confidence, and it went in.
And it went in. Well, congratulations, Trent. I don't think this will be the last time we see success from this guy.
Did you start the car?
Uh-huh.
Go.
Lock it, find it, start it. From anywhere with Remote Connect.
Did you forget to pay for virus protection for like the 30th week in a row? It's switching time. Now that's how you make an entrance. Switch to built-in virus protection. Switch to Chromebook.
Georgia with a 48-40 lead over the Citadel. Welcome back to Athens, along with our analyst, one of the great names in the history of Georgia basketball, Mark Sloniker. I'm Jeff Dantzler. Terrific first half.
So much fun to watch. 48-40, a lot up and down, a lot of three-point shooting, a lot of dunks, a lot of steals. Great, really fun basketball.
Yeah, some real highlight reel moments. And let's turn into the highlights, starting with the Citadel. Coach, they are taking and they are making.
Yes, they are. You have your hands down. They are green lighted to shoot. Each one of them, every kid who plays for Citadel is going to shoot the basket. Go over the top of the zone press, a late closeout. Again, a lot of penetration, too much penetration, but sets up these great threes, open shots.
Great job of passing, sharing the basketball. Tyson Batiste with 6 assists for Georgia. The Citadels turned it over 12 times, 8 steals. Defense creating offense.
It's so critical to Georgia. Not a really strong half-court defensive team yet, but boy, quick hands, active, led by the 2 freshmen, Wheeler and Edwards. Get a lot of hands-on basketballs, get in passing lanes, getting low, getting hands off the dribble drive. Again, create some offense from your defense. Critical to Georgia's successes.
And how about this crossover here from Anthony Edwards? We see the first dunk, and here's the beaut.
The young man can do a lot. Ryan Reiser goes up there with authority. Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's take a look at the numbers. Well, Slon, you talk percentages here. They want to have, from the Bulldogs from Charleston, over half of their shots for three. So far, so good.
They have 54% of their shots taken and then threes. You know they're going to put them up. It also sets up the dribble drives. And Harris has taken advantage of that for Citadel and had a big first half.
And the Bulldogs from Athens, there you see the defense creating offense. Georgia with 22 fast break points. It's the Dogs by 8, second half up next on the SEC Network.
This is the Nest Hub Max from Google. It plays live TV, and you can pause it with magic. Ta-da! Un-ta-da! Ta-doff! Ta-don!
Let me get one Chicago style. Poppy seed buns, yellow mustard, extra heart, extra hustle. Make it a combo. Jordan Pippen 6 rings, which inspired a bunch of ring chasers. Make it hard-nosed, defensive-minded, never sugar-coated. Now add some homegrown ingredients and a side of purpose. Chopped white onions. No such thing as a snow day. No such thing as fair weather fans either.
Order up!
Add some extra inspiration for the next generation. Extra tough. Substitute can't with could. Now add a little hometown flavor. Raw, grit, smash mouth, with a side of hit you in the mouth. Hold the talking, substitute it with actions. Add some hard work, then make it a double. Hold the disrespect, substitute the bad headlines for the good ones. Add a dash of swagger. South side, north side, west side. We come at you from all sides. Don't forget, we'll run you over like a big truck. Hold the excuses, and obviously, hold the ketchup. Chicago style.